What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing okay. Now look, in today's video I wanted to talk about how a lot of guys need to wake up and stop complaining about the state of their lives. Because the reality is, a lot of those guys who do complain about how tough things are, about how they don't like their life and that they want to improve, but the world isn't fair and they just can't seem to get any luck or any wins, are doing it all to themselves. They're doing it all to themselves and they've got no one else to blame but the man in the mirror. But the reality of looking in that mirror and saying that my life is the way my life is because of me is too painful for some people. They can't bring themselves to do it. And I would say if you're a guy who is not happy about his life, you really want to change, you want to get into better shape, you want to read more, you want to do more educational stuff, learn more skills, but you can't seem to put your finger on the button and pull the trigger, and you don't understand why you're stagnant, you need to go and have that conversation with yourself. At the end of the day, we can talk about different mindsets that you can have that will help in some way to improve in your life. We can talk about different habits that you can start to do on a day-to-day basis that will help to improve your life. But ultimately, those things are only small parts of the overall machine. And the machine starts running by you understanding that no one's coming to save you. The machine starts to operate properly when you understand that you are in control of your life. And that means that you have the power to change your life, but it also means you accept the responsibility of where your life is today. No more blaming other people. No more blaming the economy or Keir Starmer or Donald Trump, wherever you are in the world. No more blaming other people for why your life is not the way you want it to be. There are people in history that have had horrible, horrible lives, terrible experiences. They had every single reason to go out and do massacres and terrible things because of the way that society treated them and all of the unfairness that came their way. But they didn't decide to do those things. They decided to work on themselves and do brilliant, wonderful things in society. Incredible things that we look up to, that are written about in books today. David Goggins had one of the most traumatic and horrifying childhoods that you can imagine. It was awful. I've read his book Can't Hurt Me. If you guys haven't read that already, I recommend you go and give that a serious read. Genuinely, arguably to this day, the best motivational book I've ever read. But his dad used to beat him really, really badly. You know, there were times in his childhood that he thought his dad was going to kill him, and his mum, and his brother. And it was awful. And he had every reason to turn into a monster. But instead, he decided to go down a different path and become the man that you know today, running 200 miles without stopping. You know, barely any cartilage in the man's knee. Every single reason to give up. I mean, the guy was born with a heart that was only half functional, yet he'll run 200 miles without stopping. Yet he'll do thousands of pull-ups and set the world record pull-up challenge. He has every single reason to quit, every single excuse as to why he couldn't and shouldn't participate in something, but he does it anyway. What excuse have you got? What excuse have you got for where your life is today? You're not happy. You're unsatisfied with your progress. You want to do more. And you keep blaming it on different things. It can be the global economy, it can be the national economy, it can be your work, it can be relationships, you name it. It's not good enough. And this is the hard truth. This is the hard reality that a lot of guys need to hear. I need to hear this. I'll sit there and listen to Goggins when I have lulls in motivation. And I will be quickly reminded that my problems are very, very small. And that there is really no one who can stop you from achieving your goals except you. That's the reality. It's you versus you. It always has been. So you have a choice. Do you want to listen to that pathetic little voice inside your head that's just telling you to give up and use excuses and blame it on this thing or that thing and never fulfill your potential? Or do you want to decide, you know what, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Here are my objectives. Here is what I want to do, and here is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to hold myself accountable. No one's coming to save you guys. No one is coming to hold your hand along the way. You're going to have friends, you're going to have family that love and support you, but ultimately it's you versus you, and it always has been. So ditch the excuses. Ditch the limiting belief systems that you've currently got, and stop holding yourself back. You are capable of far more than you believe you are. You can do far more than you think you can. You just need to unlock yourself from this prison that you have designed. The excuses are exactly that, excuses. They might protect your ego momentarily and give you a justification for why you can't work really hard and achieve something. But ultimately, when it's all said and done and you're on your deathbed, you're going to know that you bullshitted yourself. You're going to know that, you know, all those years earlier, you could have done something amazing, but chose not to. So I'm telling you this now, as somebody who sometimes needs to hear the same message as well. Get yourself in the mirror, look at the man in the mirror, and be honest with him. Goggins talks about, within his book, now that we're on the topic, the accountability mirror. And he essentially used to stick post-it notes on a mirror in his bathroom, in his house, of messages that he wanted to read every single day to keep himself accountable, to make sure that he got stuff done. It would be really specific stuff. Maybe it would be, you need to run today. Maybe it would be, you need to make your family proud today. Within a specific thing, right? Create your own accountability mirror. Make it so that every day that you wake up, you're reminded constantly of the stuff that you're meant to be doing. Before you get distracted, the first thing you see in the morning are the things that you want to get done. And that's a little exercise, a little practical exercise that I think you can take away from this one. Look guys, I know it was a harsh one today, but life's harsh. And you can consume as much self-improvement content as you like, from me or other producers. But ultimately, all of that is an addition to the most important thing. And the most important thing is you locking in and getting the work done. Those other things will supplement what you're already doing. But if you're not working to the fullest of your ability, you're not giving everything that you can every single day, then they don't mean so much. The habits, the podcasts, the little gems of information here and there, they're great to add to what you're already doing, but that shouldn't be the basis of your development. Sometimes we have to go back to the basics, guys, and sometimes we have to remind ourselves that we can't avoid the work. You have to do the work. You have to do the dirty, horrible work that you hate to do, and you have to do it like you love it. Because that is honestly what will propel you to the level that you want to be at. When you envision your future and the best version of yourself, that doesn't come through the little micro habits and podcasts and these things. That comes through relentless work. Relentless. So if you're prepared to do that, The time to lock in is now. The time to stop making excuses is now. Look guys, if you took some value from this video today, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, comment your thoughts down below. I'd be really interested to hear what you've got to say and some of the goals that you're looking to set going into 2026. Look guys, check out the links down below in the description of this video. I run a free men's Discord community. There's over 25 guys in there right now making great progress both personally and professionally. And of course, if you want to book yourself a one-on-one call with me, the link is down below as well. As always guys, thank you for your time and your attention, and I will see you in the next one.